I think the easiest way to change up your look from day to night is just to simply change your lip color. And when I heard that NYX came out with these liquid suede lipsticks, I was hooked and I wanted to try them and wanted to review them for you guys. So I picked up 5 of them and I'm going to be reviewing them for you right now. Hi guys, and welcome back to Makeup My World. Today I have for you my review and try on of the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lip Colors. I went and picked up 5 different colors from my local NYX store. I am fortunate enough to have this NYX store in my local mall, and when I went there I found that the range is quite extensive. They have plenty of different color options. I just picked up 5 different ones that I thought I would use day in and day out so I can get a good sense of how they worked. First things first, I think that the packaging is actually very nice. It's a nice amount of product. You get 0.13 fluid ounces. The applicator is a doe foot applicator. And what I like about it, it's a nice thin applicator. It actually has a long surface area, so when you actually apply it, it gets and covers the entire lip in one sweep. You don't have to worry about it being one of those applicators that only fit like a little bit and you have to constantly go over and over, and you're actually moving product around instead of laying product down. And I like that the tip of it is nice and curved, so it gets into the smaller areas on your lips without having to struggle or overdraw your lips if you're not looking to. So the applicator on it is really nice and convenient. The formulation, what I was afraid of is that this one was going to be a lot like their soft matte lip creams. I thought, okay, it's a liquid kind of lipstick, kind of like they're trying to jump on that liquid lipstick train on top of being a matte finish like a lot of liquid lipsticks are. And these NYX soft matte lip creams have been something I've gone to over and over again. The only thing about these is that they don't always last really long and they leave my lips sometimes looking more chapped than they actually are depending on the color. And so when I tried these, I was a little bit skeptical, you know, because I do have a little bit of dry bits right in the center of my lower lip. And I was like, okay, well, what if it accentuates all that? And I've been pleasantly surprised. The formula doesn't feel extra ultra drying. And that is a huge plus for me because I've been struggling with really dry lips over the winter into the spring. So these feel super comfortable on. The color payout on each and every one of these shades is phenomenal. They actually go on opaque. There is no sheerness to them. And as I go through each of the colors with you, you guys will see as it looks on my lips as well as the swatches. They look amazing. Why don't we go ahead and start with the lightest color I picked up, which is Sandstorm, and it is a nude color. This color on me is one of those very nude, no more lips kind of color. It is very comfortable on, and it actually doesn't look super fake like some of the nude lipsticks that I put on because I have a little bit of a deeper skin tone. I don't come off on film as dark as I am in real life, and with the really nude lipsticks sometimes I look like I have dead lips because they're so super light that essentially my lips disappear, which is fine for when I want a really dramatic eye and want my eyes to be everything. I really don't want my lips to, you know, compete with them. It's a great color to have, but with this it just has enough color to it to actually make it look like a nice warm nude on my lips. As you can see by the swatch, it is extremely opaque. They're very creamy and the staying power is actually pretty good. I've had this color on for about, I would say, 4 hours and it's still going well. I mean, there's no transfer. I do still feel on my lips like there's some tacky areas, so like right here it does transfer a bit on those areas that I may have put a little bit too much, but when I do the outside of my lips I do tend to have a little bit of a heavier hand because I want them to be lined well so I don't get that bleeding. But this one's been on for quite a while. I've drank things, I've eaten, and it still looks really good. I did not reapply before doing this video. So the first color, Sandstorm, is definitely going to be one of those colors that I go to on a day in day out basis, kind of like a work color. And the other thing I think is really cute on all of these packages is that it has a little black jewel right there on the cap of the product, which makes it just a little bit more special. So this is Sandstorm. So the next color I picked up is Soft Spoken, and it is another nude color, but this is a brownie nude. This has more of that mauve feeling to it. When you look at the swatch, you can see how much more rosy this nude is. I would say out of all of the colors, this is probably going to be my most go-to color because I wear this type of shade for work all the time. I do like to have a more natural look on my eye, smoke it out a little bit, but on my lips, I want it to be that color where it's my lips but better, and this definitely does that. And the formula of this is super comfortable and light on my lips. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything right now, and it was the same when I put this on. I found that applying this particular color, Soft Spoken, was super easy. It did not skip, it did not leave patches, it just applied so nice and evenly to the lips, and I was able to, draw out the entire shape of my lips without it feeling like it's overdrawn or I was going to skip a little area there. It just felt really comfortable, and once it dried, once it set, it was beautiful. It looked like my lips but better. It's that nice pinky brown nude that I'm going to gravitate towards over and over again. I cannot say enough about this color. It's definitely a staple color for somebody who's a bit deeper in skin tone. If you are a bit fairer, then I would go and navigate towards the Sandstorm color, but this one is definitely going to be more of my everyday nude. So the next color that I picked up is this red one right here, and I actually shouldn't have picked this up. I like the formula and I like the color payout, very opaque. I have nothing bad to say about the actual product itself. The color, however, when you look at it on my skin tone, is way too orange. I am so sad because I was looking for a really good true red, but I have to really stop going towards these orangey reds. I am much better suited to a blue red with my kind of skin tone. It's just with this, it has its place. I could definitely wear this. It's very specific. It is a very orangey red, kind of fire engine color, but for my particular skin tone and for the looks that I like to wear on the rest of my face, a bluer red or a more purplier red would have looked better for my skin tone. So this is definitely a color I'm going to keep in my makeup kit and use for people who are of other skin tones, because I think it would complement people who are a bit more fair than I. But it's a great formula. I'm just kind of bummed that I look at the container in real life and it is a deeper red, but I look at it on camera and it's coming off the way that it did from the tube. It's more orangey red on film, but in front of me it looks more like a deeper red. So, Kitten Hills, it's a great color. If you guys like a good, deep, saturated orangey red, this one is for you. Okay, so going into those colors that I gravitate towards most, aside from that pinky brown, are the deeper colors. So the last two colors I got are right here. It's a deeper red and a burgundy kind of purpley color. And this deep red one is called Cherry Skies. It is a beautiful deep dark red. This actually, when you swatch it, looks so much more Bordeaux wine color than the actual container looks like. The container looks more like just a deep red, but when you get down into the formula, the actual color of the lipstick, it leans more towards berry. It's a deep Bordeaux kind of wine color, completely beautiful, and definitely a color that I'm going to be wearing. I think that this is going to be another one of those out of this set that I go to over and over again. I love the way that these are feeling on my lips. I've had a few weeks to try them all out, see which one lasts, which one doesn't, which one's streaky, which one isn't. I did not have a bad experience with streakiness, with how long they lasted, with the color payout. none on any of these shades. So I was really fortunate for the shades that I picked up. There may be other ones out there that are a bit too, with cream colors that are a bit too drying, or that are not as complimentary on like staying on your lips. Some of them just tend to float when you use a cream color instead of really marrying with your lips and becoming one with it so it stays longer. These ones that I picked up definitely do that, so I'm really happy that I picked up the colors that I did. Okay, so the last color is also the color that I'm wearing on my lips. I did use a lighter hand with it because it is a deep dark color and it's called Vintage. And Vintage has the same applicator. It is a beautiful deep dark burgundy color, and if this was even a bit darker I would have loved it, but it is a very wearable deep berry color. It has more of a brown tone to it. It is not a red burgundy. It's definitely more purple toned, deeper kind of color, and it would complement any skin tone. It's not so deep dark that somebody who's fair would just look like, wow, you know, purple lips. It's one of those colors that is very complementary to a lot of different skin tones, and I have the gamut in my family. We have a very fair skin to very deep dark, and I think this would actually look lovely on all of them. So if you guys are looking for a nice winey berry color, I would definitely say that these two from the NYX Liquid Suede collection, Terry Skies and Vintage, would definitely work for all skin tones. It's just they're not leaning any which way, like too purple or too blue toned. They actually are a nice formulation, a nice color, shade, family, whatever you want to call it, for multiple skin tones. So even if you have a pink undertone versus yellow undertone, these two colors will work for you. So that was my try on, my review of the Liquid Suede colors from NYX. I do like these cream lipsticks. I think that they're super comfortable. I think that the color payout and the longevity of them is actually worth all the hype. If you guys are lucky enough to get your hands on them, I've seen them at NYX, I've seen them at Ulta, Target, all over the place, anywhere that they sell NYX products, and I'm very, very happy with them. I was able to toss this one into my purse for work, and I just reapplied after lunch. It lasted all morning, all day after I reapplied at lunch, and it didn't give me that cracky or peely or putting too much product on top of my lips kind of feel. Like some of those lipsticks you put on a second coat and it just feels like, oof, I should have taken off everything first and completely redone my lips. I really don't have time for that when I'm working, so I do really like that this formula allows you to reapply without taking your whole lip color off of your face. So if you guys are looking to give them a try, check them out in stores, check them out online. They're definitely worth the money. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If there are any other products out there that you guys would like me to take a look at, please leave a comment below. If you guys have any suggestions for other videos, please leave a comment below as well. As always, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, and don't ever be afraid to be your perfectly imperfect you. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now. Thank you for watching. Click on the video above to get another glimpse into my world. And don't forget to visit my website, MakeupMaiWorld.com, for more details on me and the products reviewed here today. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. My details are below. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.